non-GSR fans. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and welcome to my day 1 review of Digimon Masters Online. Wow, okay, we got a lot to go over on this video. So before we get started though, I would like you to just scroll down just a tad, a little bit more, and you see that subscribe bar right there? Go ahead and just click on that for me. And if you like the video, don't forget to hit a like for it as well. Without further ado, let's get started on an entirely crazy day of playing Digimon Masters Online. So I'm going to start off here at the beginning, because for those of you who watched the first video, about halfway through, the server crashed. I lost my character, tried to make another one, crashed again, lost that character. It's finally the third time I have a character. Well, come to find out, my character didn't delete, okay? Each time I restarted it, I picked a different server. As you can see here, there are 6 servers. I'm currently on Barbamon. Well, I started out on Leviamon. Then that didn't work, so I was like, well, let's try Lilithmon. You see that little 1 right there, and the 1 there, and the 1 there? Yeah, that's how many characters I have on those servers. Those characters never deleted, they're still there. But hey, that's okay. Didn't matter, it allowed me to get a little bit more practice on the gameplay, okay? So, I have been playing for a while. As you can see, my character's leveled up quite a bit. And you know, I thought I was doing pretty good. You know, my Agumon's on level 51 now. I can Digivolve to Mega. I don't remember the name of the Shine Greymon. Okay, I can go to Shine Greymon. You know, Rise Greymon's my Ultra, and of course Geo Greymon. And you know, I thought, hey, all right, sweet, I'm doing pretty dang good. Well, as I'm playing, I had someone, you know, open a chat with me, and they're like, hey, you a newbie? Well, yeah, I'm a newbie. I haven't played this before. This guy had a 7-year badge on him, okay? He's been playing this game for 7 years. And he's like, what Digimon you got? You got other Digimon? And I was like, yeah, I got that, you know, my Kunmon. And he's like, what hatch level? I said, what the heck are you talking about? Okay, so apparently the starter Digimon that you get on here are complete trash, guys. What you have to do is farm like heck to find a Digi-Egg, okay? Now, I'm going to show you what I mean by finding a Digi-Egg, okay? This guy's been here since yesterday. He's been trying to get the same Digimon that I am. Let me show you what I mean by this, okay? So I'm going to attack this Tenamon here. Probably should have Digivolved first, but that's okay. We'll live. Don't help me. I want the items to myself. Okay. Well, that's a broken Digi-Egg. That's not gonna help. Okay. Well, you see what he dropped over here. This is his. I can't pick it up, which I think is really nice. You can't steal other people's items, but when they're farming like this, it gets kind of irritating if you're trying to do a quest to kill the Tentamon, and these guys are going crazy. Now, you see how he has a Betamon, and he's killing them with 1 hit, and I had to use a couple of skills. That's because if you hatch a Digimon right, you can hatch it as a level 1 up to a level 5 mercenary Digimon is what they're called on here. The higher the level it's hatched, the better its stats, okay? Mine are level 0. Yeah. If that gives you any indication as to how freaking weak they are, okay? My Rise Greymon is barely as strong as this guy's Betamon. Yeah. So what is he doing out here? He's farming to find a Digi-Egg. Now you're like, well, now wait a minute, PeekaBooki. You know, there's a Digi-Egg right there. Why isn't he picking it up? Because that's not technically the Digi-Egg we're looking for. The one we're looking for is supposed to have like a blue aura glow around it. That's what's actually going to hatch a Digimon. These here are what are called data eggs. Now, if you look in the bottom right corner of my screen, you know, just below my face, look at the bottom corner. When I move over this, okay, it says, oh, it disappeared. Let me find another one. Hang on. I'm sorry. Okay, here's one here. It says Insectozoid Digi-Egg, non-capturable, which means there's no capture rate to this. It is just a Digi-Egg. So what this is going to do is give you some items, maybe some food to use, and what you're kind of hoping to get from it is data discs that you can use to hatch a stronger Digimon. So say I want this Tentomon, okay, I hatch him if I don't have the Insectozoid Digi-Eggs that are required for him to hatch. I ain't getting a very strong Tentomon, okay? And that's what this guy's doing out here, and he's been out here for a couple of days. If that gives you any indication as to how hard it is to obtain a Digi-Egg. Okay, I don't know if that's still what he's doing, if he's going for another one, but more than likely he's out here just farming these Tentomon, trying to get a Digi-Egg from them. Okay? And he's probably going to be out here for a while. And it's a very low rate. Also with the farming, I have learned that while farming on here, you ain't gonna get very far. Okay, let me kind of show you what I mean. Let me Digivolve here so I don't die. So up here by my Agumon, or now Geogreymon, you see under the yellow bar. That yellow bar is my experience points. Okay, now you see I'm at 95.274%. Right? Okay, remember that number. I'm gonna kill this Vegemon here. Now it was 95.274. Now it's 95.634, which means it didn't even go up 0.4%. It went up 0.35 or 0.36 if I'm doing my math right. That's not very much. It really isn't. I'm sorry, I have a hit. No, I didn't. I don't know what that was. I thought I hit that in my mouth. Okay. Which means that if you're just going out here and killing Digimon, you're going to be doing it for quite a few days. Just to level up. I mean, at the level I'm at now, okay, on 51. On my Kunamon, it might go a little bit quicker because I'm only on level 34, but you noticed, hey, why'd the name colors change? That means I'm probably going to die when I fight these guys, okay? If it's red, it's more difficult. If it's white, you got an okay chance. If it's blue, they're easy. So I probably got to go past my... Let me try it with Flymon. And I might make it, but I won't make it as good as I did with Geogreymon there. As you can see, I'm barely doing any damage to him. There he went. Okay. So, I mean, I didn't do too awful bad, but it still didn't even raise it a full percent. So, yeah. And these cracked Digi-Eggs, apparently you can turn them into somebody. I haven't found out who yet. No one else that I've seen pick them up, so I'm just assuming they're trash. I ain't bothering with it. And you notice I'm de-digitizing my Digimon back to their rookie mode. As you're playing, okay, your mana on your character goes down as you Digivolve, and depending on how much mana you have, depends on if you can Digivolve or not. Let me show you what I mean here, okay? So I have 440 mana, right? So if I want to Digivolve into Geogreymon, it costs me 48 mana. 48 points, okay? I can't say it right. And then as I continue to have him out, that slowly goes down. If I want to go to Ultimate, it's 196. And then I can't even go to Shine Greymon straight off the bat, okay? I have to Digivolve either to Rise Greymon or Geogreymon and go up one at a time. I can't just, boom, here's Shine Greymon. I don't have that much mana yet on my character. So you got to be careful with that. I haven't really had to use Rise Greymon too much. There are a few boss-like Digimon on here that I've had to use them for, but mainly my Geogreymon gets the job done. Even though I'm apparently weak as crap with my Digimon on here. Okay. So, Alright, so you're like, so how do you level up if grinding takes forever? Well, what you want to do is do as many missions as you can. So this is probably another, this is a daily mission here. And you see how much experience points you get? 750,000, okay? Beating one of these, I probably only get like 1,000 experience points. That's a lot more. That's probably going to level me up, if not get me halfway. So that's what you really want to do if you want to level up your Digimon, is get experience points from missions, okay? Otherwise, you're going to be out here grinding for an insane amount of time. It looks like Baboa finally left, so I can probably start fighting Tenma now. I'm going to try to focus and talk at the same time. If I start messing up, I'm going to stop playing here. So yeah, leveling up, you want to do the missions. There we go. That was weird. What else? Okay, so let's go on to... I don't know why I'm having trouble picking stuff up here. I haven't had that issue until just now. As far as gameplay goes, the initial storyline still does not make any sense. I don't know exactly what DATS is. I know it's like it's a Digimon cop type of people. Oh no, there's Bao too, whatever his name is. So you're like a cop for the digital world, essentially. That's about all I can really figure out for it. There is no explanation as to how to play this game. Absolutely none. I have had to learn from my little brother who's played this game for a while. Oh, another thing. I said this game came out in 2016. I was wrong, guys. It came out on Steam in 2016. Apparently, I've come to find out that this game actually came out in 2005 under a beta version. It has been out since then under development, finally released on Steam in 2016. And when it released, it was just poorly edited into English. That's why you can't figure out what's going on. Because it was like a poorly Google translated type thing, and it's a little easier to understand when you're in the digital world, because the Digimon don't talk a whole lot. So you kind of understand the mission a little bit better. But holy crap, it did. I mean, I'm like, the problem I was having, I would be a lot farther ahead if I had known this, okay? So as you see when I'm fighting, let me show you this. As you see when I'm fighting, I'm using up my mana and my health, right? Okay. Let me kind of weaken it down a little bit here. You know, let's fight quite a few guys. Let's really get it down. Let's fight one more here. Okay, so there's my health, okay? Now watch how long it takes, oops, I didn't mean to pick that up, for it to recover. Still waiting. Just went up just a little bit, okay? When I was playing through the first area in the city, which was just the tutorial, I was spending half of my time just waiting for my Digimon to recover. I would actually get up and go do something in the house, get a chore done, go to the bathroom, go grab a snack, come back and it'd finally be done, okay? Half the time was spent just waiting for recovery, which sucked. And I was almost about to just like, okay, if that's how this game is going to be, I'm not wasting my time. Come to find out, you have inventory, right? Okay, I knew that. But I didn't really know what these were for because I never went over them to read everything because I was more interested in playing the game, which is what a lot of people would do, right? Right? So if you look here, oh my gosh, it's a breadstick. What does that do? Hey, it restores HP. And what does the vitamin drink do? Hey, it restores DS. I don't know what DS stands for. I'm just calling it mana, okay? Anyway, yeah, that's what like these discs and the food are for, right? I didn't know that. So I was spending half my time just sitting there waiting. But in a way, I'm kind of glad I did, because you don't come across food very often on here, and not as good as the ones that you initially get. Okay, that heals a lot of health. I don't even have that much health yet. These are the ones that I obtained from the digi eggs that I found on the ground. And you know, you can see that they don't restore quite as much, but they're, you know, a little bit more helpful, right? And then I got to thinking, man, if you let me throw out these broken digi eggs. I don't want them. You know, if you run out of food and you don't have any bits, which bits are cash on here, to buy any more from a vending machine or something, you just gotta wait forever, and that's gonna suck. Okay, I've gotten as far as I have without having to wait too much as I got to the digital world, because as you fight, you go back and you usually gain enough experience to level up, and it instantly bumps your health and DS back up. So you don't have to wait forever, and then you can go back out and do the next mission, same thing. So I haven't really had to use any food and stuff. I've had to use it once fighting a boss Digimon, just so I didn't die. But that was it. Let's see, what else? What else was I having an issue with? I think that was everything I could think of right now. I should have made a list for you guys, but hey, that's okay. So yeah, I would recommend, if you haven't played this, okay, and you're just getting into it, I would recommend, before even playing it, going to Google and looking up how to play this game, okay? Now, you have to be careful what you're looking for if you're playing this on Steam. If you're playing it on Steam, it's completely different, okay? I believe it's Roblox that has this version of Digimon. Well, it's a version of Digimon Masters. It's not the same thing, okay? It's a different type of game somehow, because when I clicked on a video to learn a little bit more about it, and it wasn't even the same looking game, okay? So I just make sure it's Steam, you know, Digimon Masters that you're looking for the information, okay? Or if you know someone who plays this game, have them help you, or request, hey, I need some assistance, guys. I'm a newcomer. So far, I've been pretty lucky with people being real nice, and they're like, oh, heck yeah, we'll help you out, man. Which is awesome. I like that. That's really nice. Yeah, it's but if you want a good Digimon, you gotta have a lot of patience, because apparently it's really hard, really hard to get a new Digimon on here, to find a Digi-Egg. I know there was an event, of course it ended like right before I started playing, where there was a Digi-Egg that you could get for a rare Digimon. Yeah, well, it doesn't help me now, right? But so they still got stuff going on for that. As far as so I know you guys are waiting for my rating, and I'm sorry, I'm just kind of explaining to those of you who haven't played all the chaos that you can imagine I have gone through just to get this far into the game, okay? To make this a whole lot longer, I'm going to try to wrap it up here. Graphic wise, at first it kind of sucked. I don't know if I'm just getting used to it, or if it actually is getting a little bit better. The size ratio on the Digimon, okay, I've watched the anime, and I know for a fact that Armadillomon isn't that big, okay? Unless this is just some new kind of Armadillomon. And he's not the only one like that. There is a Terriermon that is bigger than he is, and it kind of freaked me out seeing it. But like Wormmon and Palmon there, they look like about normal size, like my Reptar or Agumon here. So I don't know. I thought that was a little odd. I mean, I don't know everything about Digimon. Maybe there are some bigger ones than you'd expect. Gameplay has gotten a little bit better because I'm now knowing what to do, and I'm understanding a little bit more with Quest because they're now starting to make sense. Because the sentences and the explanations aren't as long, it's easier to understand. So it's getting a little bit better. The server hasn't crashed on me anymore. I don't know what was going on that day. I know they were having maintenance the week prior, so maybe something was still happening to where it kicked everyone off. But if it does kick you off, which it did again on me as I was playing this character, if you go back to the same server, unlike I did, it auto saves if it kicks you out. Okay, you'll pop right back up where you left off. So don't worry about losing anything unless something really, really bad goes wrong. It saves everything for you. Let me think. So the battling, I could say could be a little bit more. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it just kind of. I feel like it could be better, but I understand the limitations for a fully open world RPG. Okay, I mean, you can only do so much with a battle while maintaining everything else around you. The Digivolutions I think are kind of cool. They show them kind of going up in power, and then you can Digivolve again. Into your, this is my Shine Greymon, which as you can see I don't have much mana left, and it goes down pretty quickly. So if I'm wanting to use this guy right now, I got to do it pretty darn quickly. And then wait forever for my trainer mana to go back up so I can Digivolve again. So I think that the Digivolutions are pretty darn cool. Your character, there are multiple things of clothing that you can get. The clothing actually gives you some buffs, as you can see on this one wearing this shirt. For the next 30 days, I get 100 or a 50% increase in experience points, another 50, another 50, and I move 30% faster. So that's pretty neat, I think, on the clothing and stuff. And then with your Digimon, you can kind of see their basic stats. I kind of wish there was a way to show you what the stats were for the evolved forms. However, if I click on this from here, it doesn't show me his stats. It just Digivolves them. And I don't know. I mean, that's kind of useless when you got a screen in your face to Digivolve. So I don't know why it's like that. I was really hoping it would show me, the stats after they Digivolve. But yeah. Anyway, so that was a little agitating. The map, as far as map size, it's in reality, it's not huge, but with all the stuff that's kind of clustered in one area, as I'm walking here, you can see how quickly I move across the map. But because of just all the scenery and all the Digimon and everything, it really feels a lot bigger than what it is. So the immersion is actually really good. Even though the map's not insanely huge, they did a pretty good job on it. You know, just me walking around the lake here, it feels a whole lot bigger than it really is. They did a good job on that. And this is just one little area. I came from up here, and you know, this is another part of the forest. This is another part of the forest, and the map goes on for, gosh, I don't know how far. I think they said there's, and I don't know where I read this, but I think they said like over 30 different map areas currently. And I could be wrong on that number. For some reason, that number is stuck in my head on that. And there could be more. I just can't quite remember. Let me see and yeah, there's a bunch of stuff you can buy if you want to pay for stuff. Like, hey, here's a Digimon egg, but you got to pay $5.60 for it, you know. So just be aware of that if you don't like grinding and you like to just, you know, do whatever. You can go ahead and do that. So there's a bunch of them on here. I think you can pick from every possible Digimon, and then there's the data chips that you have to use to make sure they come out stronger or whatever. I don't know. I'm still learning. There's a lot of stuff on here that I don't know what it does. But as for my rating, and I'm sorry guys, I keep rambling about the game. I had it at a 6 for the 1 hour gameplay. After playing it for a day and learning that there's a lot more that I gotta learn, okay, right now I'm going to go ahead and bump it up to a 7. Because as I'm playing it, it's getting more fun. It's, I'm not having to sit and wait as much as I was the first time, and I'm not having the frustration of having to build a character over and over again. That was what hurt it last time, because I thought I was losing my character each time. But hey, at least I don't have the man ponytail thing anymore. I hated that look. So I'm good on that, right? I do wish you could... I do feel like I'm leveling up a little quickly, but I'm actually not. Because the Digimon in this area, this Tenamon is like actually a level 40. Level 51. Down there in the bottom corner underneath my head, you can see. So I'm actually the same level as some of these Digimon. So you level up quickly. I don't know what my max level is on Reptar. I thought I saw a way to be able to tell, but I don't see it here. Let me see if I see it on Kunmon. And as you can see on Kunmon, you know, he only has, he can go up to Okuamon before I have to have a special item to get him to Mega. So he can't even go past Mega. So he's okay. He's a 3 level. So I mean that ain't too bad. But you know I can't Digivolve too far. So yeah, I'm giving it a 7. It's pretty fun. I wish the explanations would have been there prior to me going out and doing everything, because I wish I would have done a lot of stuff differently now. I feel like I've wasted my time on a bunch of crap that, you know, wasn't even worth it. So that's a little bit frustrating, but hey, you know, you gotta learn. And you know, just if you play this and you don't know what's going on, just ask people for help. They're more than willing to help you out. At least from what I've run into, everyone's been really nice to me, very helpful, which is awesome. I love that in these MMO games. Usually a lot of people are just jerks, but this one everyone's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm keeping it at a 7 right now, and that might go up. We'll see. It might go down depending on how much farming I have to do just to get something good, or how little change there is in different areas. So far, it's pretty diverse. This little patch has these Digimon, but if I go up this hill, there's probably some Patamon. If I go over there, there's the Bergermon. If I go over there, there's Woodmon. If I go over here, there's Geomon. So, yeah, there's just, which I think is pretty cool. They kind of stick to their own little areas. I do feel like, though, that these are all rookie Digimon, right? I don't know about Red Vegemon. I think he's a champion, but I could be wrong on that. It doesn't say. I don't feel like this rookie level Tentamon should be stronger than my champion level Okuamon, but it almost is. So that's kind of, I don't know, I feel like what am I trying to say? I feel like the difficulty rating could be altered just a little bit. But then I see these guys walking around with the good Digimon that you can get from the eggs, like this guy over here, and he's kicking butt like I would think he normally would, being on a high level. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what changes. So that's my one-day review, guys. Keep an eye out for next week. I'm going to play this a lot more. I've already got about 10 hours into it. Most of that was me just learning stuff. So I'll get back with you as soon as I can in about a week. So just keep an eye out and let me know what you thought so far. If you've played this game before and you got some tips for me, help, please. I will accept any form of help, okay? Pretend that I'm the dumbest guy in the world and I don't know cuckoo about Cocoa Puffs, okay? So please help me out. I'd really appreciate it. And for those of you who haven't played, definitely try it. Most of the tutorial videos are kind of old because this game has been out for a little bit. So try to look for some updated ones. And if you think that I should give a tutorial on this after I'm done and I'll learn more about it, hey, I will be more than happy to do that for you guys. Just let me know if that's something you want me to do. I never planned on really doing tutorials for games. But for this game, I would be willing to help somebody out if it helps you out, okay? So just let me know. And I'll have other people help me make sure the information's right. Like I said, my little brother's been playing this for quite a few years. And he's usually really good with video games. Especially online games like this. So, if I have to, I'll have him help out on the video. But like I said, whatever you guys want. Also, for the future, if you guys want to see me play a different kind of MMORPG that you haven't played yet, or you have played and highly recommend, you think I would like, or just want to see one reviewed and see what I think about it, definitely leave a link to it below, or just the name of the game in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to check that out and try to get the video for you. So to wrap it up, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what we're doing so far. And any future games for any of our future videos that you want to see for Freaky Fridays or GSR Plays, whatever, just let us know. In any of our videos, it didn't have to be under a specific video. Alright, so thanks you guys for watching. I hope you liked the review for the day. And I'll see you guys next week on Digimon Masters. You've been awesome, and God bless.